beings fall into ignorance of their true nature, the result we see very well. The result we know very well. How much suffering and pain, how much selfishness and greed, all of that darkness comes into the world. Meaning, darkness comes to the mind. You see? Guru is the divine way in which the Supreme manifests in the human kingdom, in human form, in a way, to guide the mind back to its source. In the East, this is very much venerated and respected for that. The one who brings you back to life. Because life there does not simply mean biological life or existence. Life means to know yourself. To live from the heart. And to be in harmony, in synchronicity with the universal self. To dispel arrogance and ignorance. And to free the soul from the grip of egoic identity. It is. So this day it is celebrated that those who, when consciousness plays that role of guiding the beings or jivas back to Shiva being, back to the heart self, that one they venerate. They say thank you for that. You're here to remind us of our true nature. That grace has taken this form. And the Master only reminds you, I am not different from you. I am only a reflection of your own self. I will tell you one other thing. A power inside us works to keep you being small. A power inside that while you retain identity, He will have a hold on you. Because many have come and many have seen, they've tasted. But somehow, because maybe not so established or still a bit divided, still have some aspirations in the mind, they got slowly pulled back into the noise. It is like something, if you are, if you're standing outside, if you have given up the drink, and I say, I want to be free, I don't want to be in this drink anymore. But you keep standing outside the pub. It won't be long before you're in. You understand? So something is there that will always be at you until you are cured. When you are cured, then that urge, that pull will vanish, will go. I cannot say that there will be a time when you are so totally that there's no chance of going back. I don't want to speak this language. Because as long as the body is here and the vital force is here and consciousness is here, the potential for some thought activity, for some identity can creep in. So some quiet vigilance must be there. But you will not be overwhelmed. You will not be overwhelmed and you will not be afraid. Vigilance will be a kind of joy for you. Just a sweet joy. Someone once asked Papaji, you always and often speak about vigilance. But in your own case, do you have to be vigilant? And he said, to my last breath. Now that may sound like, oh my God, Papaji, So spiritual. But it is not like that. It means that there will always be kept inside a subtle tension that keeps the consciousness alert, a certain twang, so that complacency doesn't seep in. Because there's always some ingredient in the world that tries to entice somehow the attention. Please understand what I'm not saying. I have no problem with the world. I don't reject the world. The world is also consciousness. But I must not be ruled by the world. I should not aspire for it, because that would be to be pursuing transience, and it becomes clear to you. Let everything come. Many things in life I enjoy also, without guilt or shame or work. I don't have to inquire into them, because I see their nature is pure, and it is enjoyed without pursuing. But I'm not here for that. So complete is your unmixed being, because it is the source, it's the womb from where all the things in life come, all the flavors come from there. So you are the source of them also. And the more you discover your unmixed self, the more you will have a need to have a fix from phenomenality. Because you'll be living in the bliss of being. Even that you have no attachment for it. Realizing the self is a kind of falling in loveness. When you fall in love, nobody is needed to remind you to remember your beloved. You cannot forget. In everything he appears. And in the same way, as you begin to recognize and feel the presence of the Holy Spirit within your own self, you begin to fall in love naturally. You want more. You want to be united. You want to be consumed. This is a natural thing, a natural process. The mind is trying to divert your attention with flimsy things, things that you have exaggerated their beauty in your mind in the past, just to take you off track. Such is the play of life. In every culture, this play goes on. In every group, in every religion, in every expression, this play goes on. I don't want to speak so much about the play, because it is a dream, actually. When I say dream, I don't mean it's kind of woozy and that you're flying about. I don't mean like this. I mean a dream in the sense that you believe it is true, but gradually as you look more deeply into it, you find that it is so empty. It was only carrying your projections, and so it felt like it's something more real. As you fall in love with your own freedom again, the need to project also falls away. No need. Because you are in your completeness. You see? Our natural state is more like emptiness than somethingness. But mind has been somehow the mode in which we've been collecting, amassing, bringing in, building up. Whereas in the state of self-discovery, there's more letting go. more a subtraction more than an addition. It is still in the play, because in the self there is neither addition nor subtraction. It is always perfect. But in the coming homeness, one finds less attraction for things and more joy in being. More joy in being than in becoming. More stillness, more silence. You're not creating this. Just because you begin to love it, it becomes more a part of your environment naturally. No? Self-discovery is more a joy than a task. Because this is a tree that bears immediate fruit. What it means? That as you are looking and discovering, so you are being. They work together. You're not waiting for the result. And to feel oneself being naturally set free means regaining your space. Because this is what the mind does, it creates a kind of claustrophobia. By filling your space with thingfulness. We are most happy when you are in a state of real spontaneous emptiness. Then what will happen? People may say, but how can you live like that? Your head in the clouds. No, your head is not in any clouds. The clouds are out. What happens then is, if a thing requires to be known or to be done, spontaneously, it comes and is expressed without any kind of strategy or preparation. It comes. That is spontaneous existence. And when it has carried out what it intends to do, it again returns to oblivion. You're not walking around with a rucksack of techniques anymore. And this is one of the greatest and most joyful discoveries, you see. Because it imbues great trust in the heart again. That you'll never again worry how things will turn out. Because it is not personal. It is what the universe decrees. And I'm not talking about the physical universe.